Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Clientology Daily Insights. As always, I am your host, Jeff Bourgeois. And today I wanted to talk about Independence Day. And the reality is, you might be thinking, this is about July 4th and celebrating America. It is and it isn't. And the reality is, Independence Day is not what you think. It's that day in your business when you realize that you are completely independent from key vendors, key employees, and key clients. And I'm going to explain that. And I want you to ask, how does this apply to me? But the number one reason I hear over and over and over that businesses are either struggling or failing or not optimizing is because they have too much dependence on one of these three groups. So I'm going to call Independence Day the day you free yourself from that dependence. And I'm going to walk through a couple of examples here. So, when I look at a company, first thing I do, I want to look at their vendors and we want to identify if they have one vendor who is mission critical, where if that vendor fails or goes out of line, the business will fail. So, what we're looking for is dependence. And really, usually that means, anything that constitutes 10% or more of your business. So if you have a vendor that represents 50% of your purchases, if something happens to them, you are completely exposed, completely vulnerable. Your business can suffer as a result. Very recently, Canada had a major issue. Our entire banking system was struggling because a cell phone provider, provider of background technology, backbone technology, went down, and it literally took big pieces of the Canadian government, the Canadian banking system. Even retail stores were struggling. People all of a sudden had to deal with cash only. So obviously there was a single point of failure. So the worst number in business is the number one. So with vendors, you always want to have a plan B, or at least know who plan B is if plan A doesn't work out. So employees, now this can apply to you as the owner, it can apply to your team, but if there is something mission critical in your business and only one person knows how to do it, that is a red flag. You need to look at it. So the things you can do are either cross training or creating systems and processes or hiring multiple people or having backup contractors. And then again, the last piece is key clients. And this is an easy area, and a lot of people forget this. They don't think about it. Most people think the bigger the client, the better. But if a client represents more than 10% of your income, all of a sudden you become very dependent on them, and their success determines your success. Their struggles become your struggles. So, one of the things we want to do when we go look at a client, when we're talking about clientology and how we can help them grow, is we want them to, first of all, analyze their client portfolio. So, we do a client portfolio analysis, and we're looking to see if they have any clients that represent 10% or more of their income. Now, a lot of people, their knee jerk reaction is, I'm not firing my biggest client. No, no, no. That's not what we're teaching. What we teach is how do you clone your biggest client? Because if they currently represent 20% of your income, you're very vulnerable. But if you can clone them and get a couple like them, all of a sudden you've brought your dependency down. So Independence Day is the day in your business when you're no longer heavily reliant on key vendors, key employees, key clients. So my question to you, how does this apply to you? Have you reached Independence Day, or are you still dependent? Love your comments below. Thank you.